Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
To another episode of Sitting Ringside. I'm your host, Robert Villa. And with me, as always, my boys, David Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller, and of course, Rudy Lara. How's it going, guys?
What's going on?
Good.
And it's going.
Guys,
It's going.
me, as
Hell
always,
yeah.
it is
boys,
David
finally
Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller,
coming
and of
upon
course,
us,
Rudy Lara.
UFC
How's it
285.
going, guys? John Jones
What's going
is
on?
Good.
back.
And it's
I
Yep.
can't
going.
wait
It's
to
going.
talk about this Me, card as
Hell
always,
yeah.
tonight.
My
It is
boys,
David
finally,
Rodriguez.
before we
Mark
get
M.
started,
As always, quick shout outs to HKA USA. Cannot stress this enough. Every Thursday night, go to their website, hkausa.com. They always support a lot of fighters. They support Fight Book MMA. Grab your gear, go get some stuff. Also, to Sprint T, Flow Combat, Fight TV, ESPN Plus, MMA TV, UMMAF, and of course, all our partner promotions that we work with very, very closely. To find out who we work with, go to fightbookmma.com, click the partners tab, or click all the other tabs that are on there so you can get all the latest stuff that we do. And of course, we have all the combat sports news that you can think of. It's all there at the website. So go check it out. And if you want to buy some merch, click the merch tab. All the proceeds go back to the website and to the show. All right, guys, I'm going to do my quick rundown real quick. Oh, before that, tonight, we have an awesome guest, Bill Vihil, CEO of Ammo Fight League MMA. And he also works with CES MMA, and he has a grappling promotion as well. So we're going to be talking to him about his future events, his new role with CES MMA, and more. Probably get his take on John Jones versus Cyril Gane, because I know he can't wait to see this event too. So we're going to be getting him here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let me do my quick upcoming events that are upcoming. March 3rd, we have live on Fight Thunderdome 41. Also tomorrow, the 2023 Featherweights Challenger Series Week 6, which is the PFL, and Cage Warriors 149 San Diego. March 4th, Octagon 40, Rage in the Cage, OKC 92, John King versus Lamont Stafford. That's going to be a good fight. That's also going to be live on Fight. And of course, UFC 285, Gone versus Jones. And in the boxing bare knuckle slap fighting category, March 4th, BKFC 37 London, Honor Tierney versus Jake Lindsay, also on Fight and on their app and wherever else you can find them streaming. March 4th, Slap Fight 2023 Invitational, also live on Fight. And also live on Fight, Redneck Brawl. I know that's something that Rudy would probably enjoy
Hell
watching.
yeah, bro. I'm gonna watch Redneck Brawl.
I'll be tuning in.
Hell yeah. Also on the 4th, live on Showtime in Ontario, California. This is going to be a good boxing match. Brandon Figueroa versus Mark Maxayu. It's going to be a 12-rounder fighting for the vacant WBC interim featherweight title. Also live on the Zone in Sinaloa, Mexico.
Sinaloa, Mexico, the Sinaloa cartel.
Hell
Presents
yeah.
Sinaloa
Present
fights.
WBC interim featherweight title. Eduardo also live on the Zone. This is going to be a 10-rounder. Sinaloa, Mexico. And in
Sinaloa,
Newcastle,
Mexico, the
Great
Sinaloa
Britain,
cartel.
Lewis Ritson versus O'Hara Davis.
Sinaloa
Present.
fights.
I'm not too sure where they're streaming this event, but if you really want to watch it, Google it. You'll be able to watch it. All right, guys. Let's see here. So UFC Fight Night 220 was this past weekend. Let's go ahead and do our quick grade on that fight and our thoughts on this event. So you guys go for it so I can get this link sent over to our guest.
Yeah, and first of all, though, sorry, I was gone last week. I'm back. I pulled a Dana White on you guys, only showing up big cards. So don't think it's going to be a trend continuing, but yeah, we got a big fight on deck, a big fight card. But last week, UFC Fight Night, was it Vegas 69 or
70,
the worst card?
I don't know, man, but you know what? We forgot to mention something. Roberto mentioned a shitload of fights that are happening this weekend. And, if you're not watching every single second of every single round of every single event, every single day this weekend, sorry, folks, but not a real fight fan. And you got to do the Fuck It Friday challenge, because if you don't, you're definitely not a fight fan.
And on that topic, too, last week, if you were a real fight fan, we had Big Fall, we had some Floyd Mayweather, we had some Bare Knuckle, we had some Bellator, KSW. It's a full-time job, folks. You want to be a real fight fan, you better have them iPads, TVs, phones queued up. You got to live it.
Yep. Live the life, man. Walk the walk.
Yeah, so those are the rules. We didn't make them. We just abide by them and riot.
The unwritten rules of the road.
But the UFC card, though, I mean, we know that the main event dropped out. It kind of just happened. It was very unexpected. Nikita Krylov is super durable. Apparently, he had food poisoning, right? So he had to pull from the card. He was trying to fight. They pulled the plug on it super last minute, and we ended up with Brendan Allen headlining a UFC Fight Night card. So,
bro, it was like a couple of fights into the event, and they announced that shit, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
It pissed me off, bro.
It was during the prelims. I was like, what the?
Yeah, that was annoying as fuck.
So the poster itself's got to be worth some money now, because it's a poster of a fight that never was, that never will be, right?
Yeah, I mean, all the fighters signed it, so
yeah. But performance goes to Brendan Allen, man. Like he beat the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu wizard with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I mean? So it was a good fight. I mean, it was a 3-round fight. Of course, it wasn't a 5-round main event, but we went to the 3rd round. I counted Brendan Allen out. I thought Andre Muniz had it. You know what I mean? But
Bro,
yeah.
you know, the most impressive fight of the night was Trevor Peak. That dude has just got insane power in his hands, man. I want to see that cat fight again. That dude was just bad intentions every single throw that he was throwing, man, and he was landing. Felt sorry for that Eric Gonzalez guy.
Yeah, man.
Trevor Peak's a
There's
motherfucker.
some decent fights last weekend.
Yeah, there was a few of them, but
again.
I'm still gonna grade this card a fucking 2 for balls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think the Augusto Sakai Dontel Mays is probably one of the worst fights that I've seen in a while.
I mean, they cut 2 fights off the card from the get go, and then the main event gets cut. So I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? You know, it just killed the mood, man.
Yep. And I think a cringe moment of the night was for damn sure was Jordan Leavitt. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, he's always cringe, bro. That dude like got serial killer vibes, bro, for reals.
Like I know our boy Jared. Yeah, Jared Calley's out there listening. I know that's your favorite fighter, man. So
like I know Jeffrey Dahmer was white, but he could have played Jeffrey Dahmer in that new Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series.
Jesus Christ.
And it would have been believable because he's that fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he is super creepy, and especially with the Pee Wee Herman shoes at the press conference too. Just adding to the cringe.
What's up with that?
Yeah. But
Jared commented, ha ha ha.
But what did you guys think of Charles Johnson and Odie Osborne? It was a close fight. Like that was a near draw, right, Mark? Like I mean,
that was a very close one.
That fight ruined everybody's parlay.
Split decision.
I had Odie though in my Topology, so I don't really care.
Bro, you should have seen some of the hate Charles Johnson was getting on Twitter, dude. Telling him, "Oh, I hope your children come out retarded. Hope your children come out with autism."
Wow.
I'm like, damn, bro, just because he fucked up your parlay. It's not his fault. It was a split decision. Honestly, I thought Charles Johnson won that fight. Watching it again, you know, Odie Osborne, he landed a lot of kicks, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it might have been the deciding factor in that fight, but it was a good fight. That one kind of screwed me. So did Brendan Allen. So yeah, I'm not. Everything else was pretty happy with the card last week. Oh, and Augusto Sakai, I didn't think he was going to win, and you know he pulled it off. He kept his job.
I was so against him, and I'm just like, you fucker. When he fucking won, I'm like, come on. My Topology was going pretty decent that night too.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that Dontel Mays, Eric Gonzalez, who else? The cutting board. You know what I mean? To add Rafael Alves is probably added there too, right? First fight of the night. Like even though he's been in the UFC for quite some time, this was a card where most of the guys on the losing end are probably that's the last time or last fight on the contract, or they're going to get released.
Well, possibly, yeah. We'll see.
He's lost 2 in a row.
We've seen guys with winning records get cut, so
yeah. But Tatiana Suarez coming back off of a near 4-year layoff.
Dude, she looked good, man. Yeah. She looked really good against Montana.
Yeah, so, Montana's boob almost popped out. You know, she was on Twitter bitching about the
that would have been a boob
uniforms. That would have actually been one. No, she's complaining about the uniforms, and it's like, you know, hey, those aren't the only ones that you can wear. You can wear the Michelle Watterson UFC shirt, so nothing pops out. Like you have options. Don't come over here complaining about that shit and using that as an excuse. you know what I mean? It just sounds salty, man. Like, yeah, you lost. Just take your lumps. Don't make excuses and say, oh, that changed the game. I'm like, no, sorry.
Didn't work for Andrade. It's not going to work for you.
Yeah, it's a continuing trend, which is, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but the Venom outfitting deal or whatever. Yeah,
I like it, man. I like the Venom gear. I want to buy the Champ hoodie and the hat. The hat is badass, dude. It's really badass.
And you know what, too, worth mentioning too on the topic of Charles Johnson. I think he got booked. He already has a fight book against Cody Durden, and I think he's fighting. Forget the card.
April, I think.
Yeah, they're using to run it back. So I'm pretty sure that fight left a sour taste in his mouth because he had a lot of momentum. Odie Osborne was kind of on a little bit of slide. It was an evenly matched fight. Like the Charles Johnson man, that was I don't know, not necessarily lackluster because Odie Osborne came out there like a fucking firecracker. You know what I mean, from the get. So, but yeah, Johnson will be back in April 29th against Cody Durden, the guy who we're kind of familiar with, Jimmy Flick. Put him in his place pretty good, right? Not long ago. but UFC card overall, Rob, is it a 2, 3? Like, I mean, on the scale of like relevant like fights like that mattered, I think the most important fight we can all agree that happened last weekend, it wasn't Jake Paul. As far as MMA goes, it was definitely Asimov and the Bellator main event. I don't know if you guys watched the card all the way through.
I did.
I did,
watched that.
David. And I think the Bellator card superseded the UFC card.
Yep.
That Bellator card with the fights, man, from the prelims all the way to the main event, all the fights were good. There was not one boring fight. It was really, really good, man. There's the future champ right there in Bellator. David, you said that in the chat. That guy's a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, there's some low key killers in Bellator, but as far as the welterweight division in the grand scheme of things, you got to put Asimov as possibly the best welterweight in the world, right? Like, I mean, what would a fight look like with him against Colby Covington, against Leon Edwards, the top guys? Like,
dude, Asimov will starch them. Them.
He's a stud, man, and even Logan Storley hanging in there as tough as he is. That guy's never been beaten other than Asimov, and this, of course, the rematch. But he was the interim champ for a reason. But you talk about a flawless performance. I hadn't seen somebody come out there and look good, especially off of almost 2-year layoff, coming back and looking good. So he's looking better than ever, and I don't see that guy losing to anybody.
Yeah, dude, that guy was a beast that night. For the UFC fight night, I'm going to give it a 3, because I was rooting for Tatiana Suarez to win, and she performed just, like if she'd never left. She did very good there. The Trevor Peak fight, the way he finished Eric, that was it was brutal.
I would have given it at least a 6 at the main event.
I was going to say that, man. If the main event did not fall through, I think it would have been a good 5 or 6. But I think that was the fight that everybody wanted to watch, was that main event. And it just never happened.
And you had to be a real fight fan and be ready to watch all those events because, of course, a lot of the action took place overseas. Jake Paul fighting in Saudi Arabia, Bellator's in Dublin. And, man. So real fight fans, you got to make the sacrifices, I'm telling you.
I watched all of them.
Yeah, I did myself.
I watched the Canadians win. I watched the crap of a freaking sparring match between Floyd and Chalmers, that little twat waffle.
Transition to boxing. What was that? What was I watching? What were we watching? Because I actually caught the fight. I don't know if that was a fight or
that was not a fight.
I watched it through and through, and I was following the script, and I think they.
Well, you're talking about Jake Paul, right? But the Floyd fight.
The Floyd, I didn't even watch that.
It looks like our guest is joining us, Roberto.
All right, let's go. Let's see here.
I mean, we'll get to the Jake Paul paradox here in a little bit. Maybe Phil's got something to add to that.
Let's see. You're just waiting for his connection to the audio to come through.
Because the biggest boxing match in history, Floyd Mayweather, against Jose Aldo.
Jose Aldo, yeah, I think that was a good one. Yeah. All right, Bill, we're just waiting for your audio to come through real quick here. Just waiting for your connection.
That's why we do it live.
Yes, sir. It's the only way to do it, man. To do it live.
Yeah. Do it live.
Live, raw. That's how we like it.
Raw.
Bill,
Okay.
are you able to hear us? No, his audio is not connected.
Well, we'll be joined by Bill Beal momentarily, as long as the
Yep.
audio.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the audio to come through. There we go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to everybody that's watching right now live, we have our friend, CEO of Ammo Fight League MMA, Mr. Bill Vigil. How's it going, man?
Everything's going fine, brother. How's everything over there, man?
Everything's great. Finally, after all this time, we finally
Right?
get you on to the podcast.
Right?
Long, long time coming,
I know,
but you know what?
we've been in contact, man, for the
Yes.
duration, so that's cool, man. We family.
Yeah, of course, man. We are family. You know, we support Ammo Fight League like crazy. And yeah, so you know, Fight Book MMA has you know, ever since I found your promotion, man, I've always been wanting to, you know, promote it, and we've been in contact ever since then for many years now.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. You know, it's all about networking. I mean,
Exactly.
you know, this is a brand new community, new industry, man. So there's no reason or rhyme for people to not work together. You know, our whole objective, my objective, is at least to provide a platform for all these up and coming athletes, and that's what I've been doing for the last, 6 years.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what Fight Book MMA is all about, man. We're not focused on just the UFC, just Bellator, PFL. You know, we cover from the local events to the big events to events overseas. So we interview fighters that haven't even fought yet. You know, they're amateurs and they're getting, you know, trying to get used to being in front of a camera, in front of guys like us that's been in the game for years. So yeah, man. So Bill, tell everybody out there who you are, what you do, and talk to us about this new venture you have with CES MMA over there with our friends Birchfield, man.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll give you a little background about me. If you probably don't know, Roberto. I mean, I've been in the entertainment business all my life, man. Since a child until, now. I'm a primary booking agent for the casinos here in Connecticut, music, the music genres. I've been doing that for over 25 years. You know, I've always had a passion for combat sports. I grew up boxing, like the majority of us did back in the days, started martial arts in my late teens, early 20s. I got a black belt under Ed Parker, Master Ed Parker, American Kempo. So I got my black belt in that, and was always a stand-up guy. You know, I didn't believe going down the ground. If I was going to fight you, I was going to knock you out. You know what I mean? that was a majority of the people's mentality. You know what I mean? But and then the words started going around about jujitsu, grappling, and it's like I just kind of dismissed it at the time, because like I said, I was a hands-on guy. But I met some people that were in it, and I rolled with them, and I was amazed with some of the stuff they were able to do to me that I would have never thought in a million years to do to anybody, So I took a liking to it, and I also started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've been doing it for going probably about 8 years now. I trained under Jim Hughes under the Hoist Gracie Academy, and I have a good relationship with Hoist Gracie. I consider him a friend. And if you've seen some of my posts out there, there's a lot of them out there with me being trained under him. But I think in 2014, I ended up going to my first UFC fight. Okay. It was in New York City. I went there with a friend of mine, an ex-boxer, and we were amazed at the capacity of what the sport attracted. I knew about it, and I used to watch it on TV, but to watch it firsthand, it was like I was in awe. So my friend is with Bill. You should get into it. Like I said, I was in the music business all my life, and I said I don't even know what I would need to do to even do an MMA or combat show. And he said what it came to be true is it can't be that much different as booking a damn artist, music group. And in reality, it wasn't. If you look at it right now, a lot of these fighters, they go up there, they got a fan base, they're rock stars, you know. So we decided to create Ammo. We created Ammo Fight League, and we've been going, like I said, we've been going into it like 6 years. We started in 2017. We couldn't do it at the state of Connecticut at the time. So what I did is I ended up crossing the state line and starting Ammo, in Massachusetts. And I've been doing shows there since the beginning, and we held our 10th show last March for St. Patrick's Day. And then, I also own a grappling promotion, Ammo Grappling, that spinned off to Top Level Pro. Top Level Pro is a big grappling professional invitational, grappling show that we attract anybody and everybody that wants to get in front of a live audience, and also in front of the world on Fight TV. We'll partner up with them. They cover all our events. An awesome relationship I have with them, and that thing, Roberto, blew up. Top Level is the shit. You know what I mean? And we structured it like an MMA show. That it's held at night. Okay, full light and sound production. We sell beverages there, food. We got different tiers of seating and all that, and we fill the cards before we even meet the date. We just had one 2 weeks ago. Filled the house, sold the house out. We announced the show 2 days later, and we already booked it. We have 30 already super fights on the card, and so I've been doing Top Level going into almost a year and a half already. And the thing about it is, like anything, lots of times it's not the name of an entity that makes it, it's the person behind it that gets it out. And it's all about branding. So I think when a lot of people saw that I was venturing into that, they already knew my reputation in my grappling tournaments and in my MMA. So it wasn't hard for it to take off.
Yeah.
I have a good relationship with the majority of all the BJJ schools, the MMA schools around New England and beyond. So it's, they're very supportive, and I'm very grateful for that. And, like I said in the beginning, my whole intentions when I started Ammo and Top Level was to be able to provide these kids, these fighters, female and male, a platform for them to be able to showcase their skills, and get them to the next level in their career. And, a few months ago, I have a good relationship with, CES MMA. You guys know them. They're the they're the premier, MMA promotion and boxing promotion in New England, and they're well known. Jimmy Burford Sr., he's a legend. He's he's inducted in the Boxing Hall of Fame. Everybody knows him. You know what I mean? So when they contacted me and they said that, listen, we're interested to see if I would be interested in, joining their organization and bringing and incorporating MMA, amateur MMA, and also bringing in my Top Level franchise onto their platform, that's a no-brainer.
It's a win-win right there, brother.
Right. It's a no-brainer. I said, of course, man. At the end of the day, like I'm telling you, and I told them, at the end of the day, I'm all about networking and working with everybody. Cross-marketing ain't going to hurt nobody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, they know I also have my MMA company. That's not going to be a conflict. If anything, it'll probably help them, being like a stepping stone for up and coming to go into their organization. You know what I mean? And, we both agreed on what we wanted from each other, and we're rolling. And, we have a show coming up Saturday, March 18th at the legendary Foxwood Casinos. Can't beat a place like that. You know what I mean? One of the biggest and one of the best casinos in the United States. So, we got a real nice pro lineup opening up with some amateurs. I'm gonna incorporate some of my top level grapplers there that are top tier. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna announce one of them tomorrow that people are going to be in awe when they see who the two grapplers are. Because I think
Nice.
in a lot of people's minds they would have said these guys will never face each other. Well, guess what? They're gonna face each other. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm really excited for what the future holds. You know, in New England, in AMO and CES, and in top level, Roberto.
Nice, right on, man. And you know, I know top level hasn't, like you said, they haven't been the top level hasn't been around for so long, but from what I have seen and from what you have done for these up and coming grapplers and all that, that was another reason why top level won a Fight Book MMA award. You know, and yeah, I looked around for a lot of these grappling promotions, and they just didn't have what you have. And that's why.
At the end of the day, man, you got to stand out.
Exactly.
You got to stand out. You know, like I said, I've been in the entertainment business all my life, Roberto. I know what it takes, man. You know what I mean? I know what it has to be done to stand out. You know, and I did it. And you know, like I said, I don't want to knock anybody, but top level is the shit.
Yeah,
it
is.
And everybody wants to get on my cards, man. So you know what? And I'll get everybody on my card, man. Like I said, I'm open to everybody. It's not strictly for the top tier guys in the community. I'm not about that. I'm a fair guy. I'll open the door for everybody, because when a lot of people say, you know, do you have to be a certain rank or, you know, have experience? I go, no, you don't. You know what I mean? So I open the door for everybody. Like I said, I'm not singling out anybody. You know, like a lot of the big ones out there, they want just like the black belts. You know, they have like thousands of followers. I'm not about that. I'm about to help everybody. As long as I help everybody and they see that I'm a genuine, straight up person, man, I think they can appreciate that, and I know they appreciate that. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. And it shows. It shows on your ammo promotion. It shows on the grappling promotion, and it's going to show even more with CES MMA. You know, the Birchfields, they've been so awesome with Fight Book MMA and with the team that you know, it's always been an honor to be able to work with them.
That's awesome. That's
one day, man, Fight Book MMA is going to be covering your event soon. So
anytime,
we just need to get somebody out there, because I can't be traveling, you know, way out there.
Listen, Roberto, you told me that, you know, you want to come and, you know, cover one of the shows, man. I'll take care of your accommodations and everything, man. Don't worry about that.
Let's go.
Okay,
Roberto.
I'm telling you that right now, man. So you see any of my upcoming events coming up and you're interested, man, just let me know, man. Let me know.
Okay.
Let's go, Roberto. I want to meet Maritza Diaz.
Besides her, man, you got to meet my other mom. I mean, like I got models for my AMO MMA, my grappling, and all that. You know, and that's the other thing, man. I mean, what grappling promotion has models? You know what I mean?
And these are some beautiful women, man. Let me just tell you.
If you see my AMO MMA girls, then you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Hey, Bill, do you, speaking of, because he's up in your neck of the woods, I was wondering, do you have a relationship with our big brother, former co-host, Mr. Tyler King, the Marauder?
Oh, Bill, you're on mute. You're on mute, brother.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, Bill. Yeah, you muted yourself. David asked a question, Bill.
Yeah, David, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know if he caught, he's up in your neck of the woods. He's a big brother to us, a former co-host, high-level black belt, Mr. Tyler, the Marauder King. Do you have a relationship with him? You know him?
I know Tyler.
Yeah. I figured you did. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But the way you said it, I know Tyler.
That's the way everyone says it.
I think when anybody in your neck of the woods, when we ask that, do you know Tyler?
Yeah.
I know Tyler.
Yeah, I know Tyler. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, it is what it is. Everybody knows guy. I mean, you know, I'm a straight up guy. You know what? I'm a straight up guy, and I don't fear anybody. You know, I grew up in the worst part of the city, man, and I've been there. And like I said, I'm in entertainment business, and you know, entertainment business ain't a good and easy business. You know, so I mean, I take everything to heart, man, and nothing can upset me, man. You know, as long as you show respect, when I show respect, we got peace. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah. Rudy, you got anything for our guest?
Nah, man, I'm just simping over Maritza Diaz, bro, and that's one beautiful woman.
well, you definitely got to come down there, man, to some of our shows, man. You know,
I'm the closest to Boston, so I'm the closest one to Boston.
just let me know. Just
Yeah,
let me
but
know.
you're Canadian, bro. That doesn't count.
Right?
Oh man, David.
But yeah, you know, I appreciate the time, you know, and the support, guys. I really do, buddy. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's not about us, man. It's about these guys, man. Whatever we can do to help them, man, believe me, man, you'll appreciate it, and you know you've done something right at the end of the day.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, David.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, you've been to a lot of venues, had a lot of shows in plenty of different venues. Like you said, you mentioned Foxwoods, Premier Spot, the Mohegan. You know, I know Bellator does a lot of their stuff out there. What's your favorite venue, though, that you prefer to put on a show, whether it's in Connecticut, whether it's in Massachusetts, or just the New England area in general?
Mohegan.
Yeah, Mohegan's nice.
Yeah, the Mohegan is the premier venue to do any type of show. Like I said, I bring a lot of concerts. There's music concerts there, and you can't beat it. You can't beat the actual the building itself, man. It's got so much to do with the restaurants, man, the entertainment, nightlife. You know, if you guys know Connecticut. Connecticut is a liberal state, man. You know,
Mhm.
everybody is uppity. You know what I mean? So a lot of the people have to get away, and the place to get away are the casinos in Connecticut. You know?
Uncasville.
Uncasville, exactly, man.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I'm there every weekend. I'm there every weekend. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's my weekend right there. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's awesome, Bill. Thanks so much for jumping on to our
Hey,
show,
I have
man.
a question for you, Bill.
Okay, go for it.
What are your thoughts on John Jones versus Gane? Who you got?
You know, I mean, if John Jones still got what he's got, and I believe he does, I think he's going to take that fight, man. He's going to regain what he had when he left. You know,
man, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
Bill,
fact.
for like, I think the past 4 years on our show, there hasn't been one episode we don't mention John Jones. Most of us are fans, except for our friend out there that's a Canadian. He's
Well, it's a
not
love-hate
fan of John
relationship,
Jones.
man. I mean, there's times when I've hated John Jones, and there's times when I love him. And right now, I'm on that love train right now, man.
Yeah,
I need you back in my life, John Jones. I forgive you for all the things you've done to me.
You can't call anybody the GOAT, man, unless you give everybody that opportunity to prove themselves. I mean, they took him out because of the situation that he was in, but at the end of the day, man, he is the GOAT. You know what I mean? The guy is nasty.
Yep.
And lots of times when I've seen that guy, and I've seen a lot of people that I knew go against him, I question, why didn't they prepare for those damn elbows, man? You know what I mean? I mean, the guy is gonna use his elbows, and I see none of these guys defend from it. It's like, what the hell, man? You know what I mean? A true fighter and a true camp would train, be able to have their fighters defend off of that. And I see a lot of these guys, they just go in there and they're taking it without doing anything. It's like, so I give him a lot of props, man. He's nasty.
Yeah.
Like I tell a lot of guys in the AMO MMA, man, and then MMA period, if you decide to go inside that cage, you better be very well rounded, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because your striking ain't gonna help you when someone takes you down the ground, and someone that just knows ground game ain't gonna be able to defend from these. You know what I mean? So you got to be well rounded.
Yep.
And he's well rounded.
Yep. You just hit the nail right there, man. It's just watching John Jones is just watching a masterpiece, if you want to say it that way.
Exactly.
Because it's if you want to win a fight, watch a John Jones fight. Watch him train, And
You know, he's very different from what you would consider an MMA fighter.
oh,
It's like,
of
you know,
course.
I had conversations with a lot of guys. They say, I know you've trained in the martial arts field. I go, I've trained way beyond martial arts, man. I trained out on the streets. Okay, I mean, you're technically trained. I have technical training, but I also got other skills.
Yep.
That guy brings a lot of skills that a lot of the majority of these MMA fighters don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to be like that. You got to think outside the box. You got to stand out. The same thing with Connor, man. Connor ain't no ground guy, but that guy's an intelligent fighter, man. You know,
Yeah.
no one can say nothing bad about him. They can say he's the worst fighter, he's fake and all that, but who the hell is fucking laughing all the way to the bank?
He's another guy I have a love-hate relationship with.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes I love him,
give
sometimes I hate
I
him.
give him a lot of respect. And I was like that in the music business, man. I used to look up to certain people. Why are you looking up to him? I could see where he came from and where he's at today.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta respect.
You know what I mean? Gotta respect, man, you know?
I mean, like you mentioned, Connor. Look where he was at 10, 15 years ago. And look where he is
started
now.
as a boxer. He started as a boxer. Yeah.
And living in his car.
He was on welfare.
Yeah, man. You know, he was from the ghettos in Ireland, man. You know?
Yep.
So I know a good friend of mine that's from Ireland that was his boxing coach, you know? Yeah. And he told me everything about him. I go, really? I go, yeah, but look at where he's at. You know? He's a smart marketing man. Like I said, you have to think outside the box. The other thing that I also ask a lot of the guys that are in MMA, and I go, what do you plan on doing with this? Meaning, you know, your fight game. You know, because I always say it doesn't last forever. Yeah. You got to have a plan B. You know?
Plan B, plan C, plan D.
Yeah, you have to, man. Because, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, they take advantage of a lot of these guys. They don't pay them what they deserve to get paid. You know that, you know? It's unfair. It's unfair, but it's the truth. It's not like boxing. I mean, you know, that's why everybody's crossing over to boxing. Yeah. They want to make that million note, you know? So you see a lot of these guys still got a 9-to-5 job, man. So I always say, what do you plan on doing with this? And a lot of them go, oh yeah, I want to go to the UFC, I want to win a championship and all that. But I go, what if that never happens? You know, you gotta have a backup plan, you know. And anything in life, no matter if you're an MMA or whatever profession that you're into, you gotta have something to fall back on.
Yep.
You know,
always be ready for change.
Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, man. You know,
right.
And I've always been a hustler, man, all my life, man. Like I said, I was always in the music entertainment business. I was in the club business, man. By me being in the club business and music business, when the casinos came, when they were looking for a booking agent, everybody knew Billy, and they said, "You need to talk to this guy." And that's how I ended up working at the casinos, man. You know, so it just happened to be I was at the right place at the right time. You know.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate a lot of those guys, man, because you know what? I was there. Like I said, I grew up in the city, man. I grew in the rough area of the city, man. But I think I fucking cleaned myself up real good, man. I have 2 sons that I'm so proud of. Totally the opposite of me. And I don't got a problem with that. And it's so funny. I'm in the music business and I'm also in the fight game. And both of my boys have no interest in them. Isn't that odd?
That's usually the way it goes. It's weird.
But isn't that odd? When people
Yeah.
hear that, they go, really? Because that's a girl magnet in that business. You know what I mean? but they're just not into it because they've been around it all their lives. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, growing up with what you do, they probably just like, why, Dad?
I used to, like my oldest son, man, I used to bring him to all the rap concerts. I used to bring him into the studios with all these artists. And they grew up with it. They were around it all the time, man. It's no interest at all. And I always go to my wife and go, so when I die, that's it. The business is over unless I sell it. Because you know, my booking business is a lucrative business, man. You know, but they're not interested in that. My boy went to college, and I told him to go into business. He says, no, I want to get into medicine. Man, I am so proud of my son is a scientist today, man. I am so proud of him, man. First generation Vigil to go to college.
Wow, that's
you know
amazing.
That's amazing, man. You know, and you know, I thank God for that, man. You know what? Because he turned my life around, man. Like I said, man. And I always say that you become your environment, you become your element, you know. And I transformed from what I was to what I am today because of all those changes, you know.
Yeah.
So,
see, like my dad, he owns his own business, and it's a power washing business. And I grew up like your son in that business. I even worked in that business with him.
Yeah.
And one day I just told him, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I don't have no interest in it. Went to medical school, and 21 years later, I'm still in the medical field. So
You gotta
But-
follow your own. You gotta follow your own passion, man.
yeah,
Your own way.
well, it wasn't even a passion. It was just something that my wife wanted me to go do and take a test, and I passed. And next thing you know, I'm in the medical field.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens too.
Yeah, and and I'm so glad that that it happened. But I'm also glad that I was able to do what I do on the side with the website, with my friends here doing the podcast, and with all the interviews that we do. It's another passion of mine and a passion of my co-hosts here, and it's we were looking back last week, and Rudy was just telling all of us, like who was our past guest, and it's like, who would have thought that we would be able to talk to these fighters and managers, coaches, business owners like yourself, and it's fun. It's fun that the stuff that we do, and obviously we're not getting paid for it, but it's what we love to do.
It's rewarding and fulfilling, man.
It is. It's very rewarding and fulfilling.
It's a passion
so-
that you guys have and I have, man. It's like I said, at the end of the day, man, you enjoy life and do everything you want to do now, because it doesn't last forever.
Very true.
And whenever it is time to go out to the East Coast, Rob needs to gas up the Fight Book MMA jet. We'll take a trip out there, Bill.
Hit me up, man. We'll hang out at the casinos, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love casinos, man. I love casinos.
Well,
Bill, I'm gonna have to take up on your offer to cover your next event. Probably not this next top level,
also,
but
CES also has the Bally's Casino in Rhode Island.
yeah.
So so we're gonna be bouncing from Connecticut to Rhode Island, and there's also discussion there, even going elsewhere, buddy.
Nice.
I don't want to say where, but that's being discussed.
Man, if CES MMA and Ammo can come to Albuquerque, where I'm from, bro,
But you know what, man? If you got contacts,
it would be dope.
you got contacts, the venues there, man, and people that we can work, we could probably make that happen.
Okay,
We do.
I will get those, because me and David know.
And even get top level over there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Believe me, we won't have a problem filling up no venue, man.
Oh yeah, sweet. Right on. Well, Bill, thank you so much, man. It was a pleasure.
You guys, man. I thank you guys.
Yeah, it was a pleasure and an honor to have you on the show. Like I said, it was a long time coming, but we finally made it happen. And I will have to get in contact with you here pretty soon to start getting some articles up for Ammo and for Top Level, man, and for your amateur events here for CES MMA as well.
Awesome, buddy. I appreciate it.
Right on, man. Bill, if you got any last words that you want to say to any sponsors or anybody you want to give a shout out to, man, go for it.
Yes, I do. I like to thank everybody out there that supports Ammo, that supports Top Level, and has also been a supporter of CES. As I mentioned, we have an upcoming show Saturday, March 18th at the legendary Foxwood Casinos. Anybody's interested, in purchasing tickets that are on the Northeast, they can go to csfights.com to purchase their tickets. It's also going to be televised. They're going to be, posting the link for that. Top Level Pro 11 returns April 22nd, Saturday night. Will also be televised live on Fight TV worldwide. And Ammo MMA returns in June at the Big E, and we'll be also posting that event, hopefully in a month or so. But again, I appreciate you guys for having me on and supporting me, and doing what you guys do. Okay, you guys have a good night, and God bless.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks a lot,
Have a
Bill.
good night, man.
All right, Bill.
Good stuff as always, man.
Sweet.
Bill Greenhill.
Oh man. Bill Vigil is the man. Where did David go?
Oops.
David disappeared. Let's see if we can get David back on. See, I think there we go. All right. David just jumped off of our
Wow,
stream.
David.
I
Man.
accidentally booted him
Oh.
out.
Chasing an auntie or a princess.
Yo, Bill, man, what a guy.
Mhm.
He is top notch. Like I said, man, I've been following Bill for a long time with his ammo and top level MMA promotions, and now with his new venture with CES. I mean, you all heard it here live. He is going to be flying one of us out there to cover his events. Hopefully, he can make it into something that we get to do all the time. That would be amazing. And yeah, so shout outs to Bill. Thank you so much, man, for jumping on. And hopefully we can get David back on the show. So yeah, before we had Bill on, we were talking about UFC 220. We all gave it a crappy score because it was just not the best.
Wasn't the best card, but my Canadians
Wasn't the
won, so I'm
best.
pretty happy. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you
A
go.
lot, though. Have them a lot in the first round finish.
Yeah. So your Canadians won, and that's all that matters, right?
Yeah. And I think we are going to get an event in Toronto this year or next year, I think.
Nice.
I prefer to be a bit closer, but yeah, I'll go to Toronto again, I guess.
Where are you at, David? We got to do our outside the cage news, man. And then we can start talking about UFC 285.
No, but that Floyd one was horrible, though. It was just wrong. Floyd was dancing, spinning around. It was a joke. It was bad. Like, it was a shit show. The fights on that card were really bad. Like, the co-main event was two chicks from the show Baddies and Bad Girls Club. It was bad, dude. Like, you're for shit shows, it was a bad one, bro.
No bueno.
No bueno, exactly.
No.
I don't know why I watched it, but I was intrigued because I'm like, I know them. I knew the one, and I'm like, you know what? Let's see if she can throw down. I'm like, no. I'm like, and the one chick, oh my God, looks like she had butt implants. I'm serious. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but it looks like she had like weird butt implants.
Oh no.
And she cannot throw for shit. At all. She was getting her ass handed to her.
Oh my God.
Like in the second round, I think the one chick took her headgear off and they just called the fight.
Oh God.
Called it. And no one knew what the hell was going on.
No. See, that's why I stay away from those type of events, man.
It was a bad shit show. Like, I've watched some shit shows in the last year, like some really cheesy kind of half-ass boxing cards, and that was a really bad one. Even for Floyd. For him to be a part of it is what really threw me off. I'm like, come on, really, Floyd? You're putting your name on that? He probably walked out with like $50 million.
Probably.
At least minimum $50 million.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties with David. Hopefully we can get him on because I know we want to talk about the outside the cage news and UFC 285. But if it's just those three right now, let's go ahead and get on to UFC 285, and we'll do the outside the cage news after that. UFC 285, John versus John. It's going to be happening this weekend, live on ESPN for the prelims and for the pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view, ESPN Plus, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's go ahead and just grade the fight poster. Rudy, what are your thoughts on this poster, man?
Fight poster, I like it, man.
It's clean.
I'm gonna give it I'll give it a solid 9. I think it was done right.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9, man, because it's done really clean. There's no fluff to it. There's no little extra shit going around on this fight poster. I like it. It's really, really good. You know, I'm sure David, if he was on right now, he'd probably give it a 5.6 and a half. But it is a 14 bout fight card. Let's see if that's going to happen. You know, sometimes the fighters don't
Wind up
make
with
weight.
12 fights. We'll lose 2
Yeah.
fights probably.
Sometimes fighters don't make weight, and sometimes they get kicked out during the event, like what happened last week. So, Rudy, do you want to do the entire card or just the main card, man?
Oh, I'm down with doing the entire card, man.
All right. So first off, we got Loic Ratzbov versus Esteban Ribovics. Loic is unranked according to Tapology, and Esteban is #1 according to Tapology. They are fighting in the 155 weight class. I'm not too sure about these guys, man. What are the fight odds on these? Because I really don't know much about these guys.
The fight odds on this one, let me see, man. I'm pretty sure they're pretty even. Yeah, Radzabov is minus 275 favorite. Ribovics is plus 220 underdog. That's, I don't know, dude. That's crazy to me, dude. Ribovics he's undefeated, 11-0. He's coming into, this is his UFC debut. Came off of a knockout of Contender Series. This other dude, Radzabov, this is his UFC debut as well. He came from Eagle FC and PFL.
Okay.
And his record's 16-4-1. So I don't understand how those odds are in favor for him that way. Tapology, they got it right. They got Ribovics winning this 59%. And I'm putting my money on El Gringo Esteban Ribovics from Argentina to win this fight by probably devastating knockout.
Yeah, I was just looking at his Tapology sheet, and yeah, man, he seems like a solid fighter. Gonna be making, like you said, he's gonna make his debut.
Plus 220 underdog. So this is definitely a fighter that I'm gonna put some money on to win this fight. I don't know, man. Just look at their fights, man. You would know why. Ribovics, that dude's a hitter.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick Ribovics, man. I'm picking him. It looks like this is gonna be a no-brainer for him to win this fight, man. Right on. Next up in the prelims in the 135 division, we have Farid Basharat versus Damon Blackshear.
Basharat.
Basharat. He's undefeated. He's an undefeated fighter coming into this fight. At Damon is 12-4. What's your pick on this one, Rudy?
Well, Farid Basharat, he's a heavy betting favorite, minus 500 favorite. Damon Blackshear's a plus 350 underdog in this fight. This is his UFC debut, Basharat. Blackshear, I think his UFC debut, he lost by decision to Yusuf Zalal. Yeah, man, this fight is clearly going to be, Basharat. This guy has what it takes on the ground and on the feet to finish this fight. I think it's going to be a second round submission win for Basharat.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Basharat has fought everywhere. He's even fought for Octagon MMA, which they're going to have an event tomorrow. Yeah, dude, this guy's the real deal. Basharat's going to win this fight for sure. Blackshear, he's got the potential to win, but not against a guy like Farid. I think Farid is going to come in here and just do work and go home with a nice payday. Well, somewhat of a nice payday. Next up, got the females in the 115. Jessica Penne versus Tabitha Ricci. This one's going to be a good fight. Tabitha is just a G on the ground, and Jessica, she's a good stand-up fighter. I don't know, man. This is going to be a coin toss for me. I don't know who to pick.
I know who I'm picking. I'm picking Tabitha Ricci.
Tabitha Ricci.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica
Yeah,
Penne hasn't really shown me anything, bro.
yeah. For her to lose against Emily Ducote or Ducot, it was about unanimous decision, right? But I don't know, man. The ladies that she's won against, it is what it is. But I think Tabitha Ricci, bro. I'm gonna side with her then.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much her skill level and the caliber of fighter she is. I think more of it has to do with her age. I mean, she's 40 years old, bro. Um, and that's kind of unheard of in the females division, also in the males
Yeah.
division to be that old and fighting at a high competitive level.
Yeah.
Tabitha Ricci's 28 years old, and she's been way more active than Jessica
Mhm.
Penne and fighting higher levels fighters than Jessica Penne. And yeah, I just think her ground game is a lot better than Penne, man. Penne's got reach, but she doesn't really use it too well, man. She likes to get in clinches, and then if she gets in a clinch, she'll get taken down and try to work off her back. But yeah, this is not going to work against Tabitha Ricci. I think Baby Shark is going to go in there and probably get a decision win.
Yeah, because did she won her last two fights by decision, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, so
And Tabitha Ricci is a minus 325 betting favorite. Penne's a
Nice.
plus 260 underdog.
right on.
Yeah, nobody's giving her a chance on Tapology. 9% to 91.
Wow. That's kind of harsh. But well deserved.
Right, right on. Next up, Mana Martinez in the 135-pound division against Cameron Saman. Man. Rudy, give us the numbers, bro.
Well, Cameron Saman's coming in as a, right now, minus 265 betting favorite, plus
Okay.
210 underdog for Mana Martinez. Mana Martinez has been in the UFC for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Cameron Saman's second fight in the UFC. His first fight, he won. And, he came in with a 5-0 record. That fight that he won on his UFC debut, he was impressive. He was fast, but he kind of struggled a little bit with that fighter on the ground. And Mana Martinez, dude, this guy's a hitter too, man. This guy, he's got the skills on the feet, on the ground, and he hits hard, man. But I think this is another fight where the betting odds are kind of weird. Cameron Saman's just, if you look at him, dude, you'll see he's a little kid, He's got a
Dude,
little
he
kid.
looks like a guy that's a science teacher.
Yeah. I mean,
or a math teacher.
he doesn't have that kind of
But you
grown
never
man
know with
strength.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And Mana Martinez, not to say that he's a grown man yet. I mean, he is 26 years old, but he's just he carries a little more power on his hands, and I think that's going to be a determining factor in this fight. Saman's faster, but I think Martinez he's going to light him up with his footwork and get the job done, man. It's probably going to be a decision win by Mana Martinez. I'm putting money on that one as well.
Yeah, I think Mana, like you said, man, with his strength and what he brings to the table. I mean, yeah, Saman is undefeated and all, but
Who is he
he's
fighting?
fighting a guy. Yeah, who's he popped? And look who he's fighting. So, yeah, man, I think Martinez is going to win. Right on. Next up in the prelims, the 170 division, Ian Machado Gary versus Keenan Song. Rudy, drop us the numbers, man.
Yeah, this is another one. Crazy odds, man. No one's giving Keenan Song a chance. Ian Gary minus 900 betting favorite right now, plus 550 underdog for Keenan Song. Tapology the same thing, 96% for Gary, Song 4%. So it's safe to say that Gary is going to win this fight. I think he's going to light up Keenan Song and probably finish him.
Be a swan song.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a late finish. I don't think it's going to be right off the bat. I really don't. You know, I think Gary likes to get in a rhythm. You know, when he's throwing them hands, and once he finds that rhythm, it's game over for Song, dude.
I mean, look at who Gary has won, and now he's won, and look what he's done for Cage Warriors, man.
Yeah, I mean,
So
the last two fights, you know, I expected him to come out and finish these dudes. I really thought that he could have, you know, but it just kind of showed that he's lacking in a few areas, so to speak. But when he can find that range, that distance, and he gets in a rhythm, he's gonna fuck you up. And Keenan Song is not the kind of guy that'll try to take you down constantly. And
true.
He's gonna try to stand and bang with you, bro. They call him the assassin for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that's gonna be a good gameplay for Song.
Not against Ian Machado, bro. I
Nah,
mean,
man. I got Gary winning this fight hands down.
I think everybody has the end winning. Right on. Next up, got the Beast, Julian Marquez, fighting Marc-Andre Barriault.
There we
And
go.
this one is
This is the
going
fight I
to
was looking
be.
forward to.
I know you got your
This is the
Canadian
one fight I was
fighting
looking
the
forward to.
American. You got Barriault, man. What can we say about him, Mark?
He's been on a tear. He's been doing really good, and he's got some hands and he's got some grappling, and I cannot wait to see this fight. I think it's going to be explosive, and don't blink, but I could see it going the full 3 rounds to a decision, possibly a split. But it's going to be a tough one to judge. That's for damn sure. I'm looking forward to the fight. I like both fighters, but I'm going to stick with my Canadian, obviously. But goddamn, it's going to be fun to watch. Barriault has something to bring, and you know it's nice seeing more Canadians on the cards and all that. So, but that Cuban Missile Crisis, that's the greatest. I love that nickname. I love that nickname.
I know David does too. Man, where's Dave?
What happened
he
to
can't
him?
join, bro. He keeps on getting an error saying that he got booted, so he's not going
That's
to join
happened
us
to me
back.
before, but I think
He
I
doesn't,
have
he
to
doesn't have his
restart the whole
laptop
thing.
or another device to join, so
That sucks.
it's all right. The show must go on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I think you know, Barriault. You know, he's been up and down on his record, on his fights. You know, he's been on the win loss. You know, he did lose against Anthony Hernandez versus by a triangle choke, but then he won against Jordan Wright, and then he lost against So it's but to lose to the guys that he's lost is nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
You know, but to fight a guy like Julian Marquez,
Yeah, that's
man, it's gonna be a
tough
tough.
one.
It's gonna be a tough night for the
It'd be a
Canadians.
nice win for him though. If he gets that win, it'd be a nice win for him on that on his record. But
Bro,
not gonna
if
be
he
easy.
wins against Marquez, no matter how he wins, it's another feather in his cap, bro.
Mhm.
Because to defeat Julian, you gotta work. And you gotta work hard to fight him.
What are the odds for this one, Rudy?
Oh, they're real close, man. Marc-Andre Barriault's a minus 150 favorite, plus 125 underdog for Julian Marquez. This is a fight, I don't know, man, I might not even bet on, but I'll probably go an underdog slip for Julian Marquez. I think he's got what it takes on the ground, man, to finish Barriault. Yeah, I think if Barriault can keep it standing, I mean, he might have a chance to get this guy tired and kind of win a decision. He might even be able to knock his ass out. But Marquez, bro, that dude, That's just like chain wrestler motherfucker, dude. You don't want to mess with that guy.
No, you don't, man. No, you don't. This one is a fight that you should not get up and get a sandwich, a drink, or anything like that. Make sure you have all of that with you when this fight happens. Because for this fight to be on the prelims where it's at, I think it should be higher up.
Mhm.
I really do. I really do think that this fight should be higher up at the prelims. Yeah, so we'll see, man. Could be low key fight of the night. So it's gonna be good. Be very good. Right on. Next up in the 125 prelims, we have Vivian
Vivian
Araujo
Araujo.
versus Amanda Rivas. I know. This one is going to be another good fight, man.
Mhm.
We got two very, very skilled fighters.
Very game fighters. I gotta go with Rebas.
Ah, man, I know.
It's hard for me to pick, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Rebas this time.
Rudy, what are the odds on this?
The odds are real close on this one too, man. It's even for Araujo. Ribas is minus 120 favorite. So
Another
this,
close
This
one.
may be another fight that I'll stay away from betting wise. But if I had to pick somebody, I'm probably gonna pick Amanda Ribas to win this fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here, man. Their win losses are pretty even, and Vivi should have been. She was scheduled to fight Alexa Grasso twice, and it just never happened. I don't think, right?
She fought Alexa. That
She
was her
fought
last fight, and
Alexa.
she lost.
Okay, because I know she was booked to fight her once before, and it didn't happen. So, oh yeah. Now I'm looking at it here. Yeah, she did lose against Alexa, which is pretty cool. For her to be fighting on the same card as Alexa. Fighting for the belt. That's pretty badass. But I'm gonna pick Amanda, man. I think she's a lot more skilled than Vivi. I don't know, man. It's going to be a tough one to pick. I think, like you said, Rudy, this was a fight that you should not put your money on.
Yeah, stay away from this
No
one.
idea what's going to happen. Oh, man. All right. Next up, we got two bangers. 185, we have Derek Brunson versus Dricus Duplessis.
Is
Guys,
it blonde Brunson or no?
if it's blonde Brunson, he's winning.
Yep.
Rudy, give us the stats, man.
So Dricus Duplessis is minus 230 betting favorite against Derek Brunson, plus 185 favorite. Dricus, he's 18-2-0. Derek is 23-8-0. Derek's been around for quite some time, man. He's 10 years older than Dricus Duplessis. But I don't know, dude. I don't like these odds. I think it should be closer. Derek Brunson, let's remember, man, he was on the cusp of becoming a champion, or at least fighting for the belt, and he got knocked out by Jared Cannonier.
Yeah.
And he was just win after win, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Dricus, I don't know, man. He's got great hands, dude. He's got great hands, and he's got power. I'm kind of worried about Derek Brunson's chin, but do I think Derek Brunson has what it takes to grind him out? Better fucking believe it, bro. He can grind this dude out and grind down a win. And honestly, I think he could probably get it done, man. Stop this guy. This guy's momentum, and like I said, Duplessis he hasn't fought anybody that's a grappler, bro. That level, you know what I'm saying? All of the guys that he's fought, they wanted to stand with him, and then they get fucked up. He just fought Darren Till, and you know he kind of surprised me. He submitted Darren Till, but just I don't think he's gonna be able to do that to Derek Brunson, man.
Nah, man. I mean, it doesn't matter if Derek Brunson comes in natural hair or blonde. I think this is a fight that's going to be probably a gimme for Brunson. I mean, I don't think Dricus can take the power and the wrestling and the grappling that Brunson's going to bring that night. It's going to be a tough night for Dricus, man. It's going to be a very tough night.
Yeah, if he comes out on top of this and knocking out Brunson,
Bro,
you know, this dude is legit. I mean, for real. I mean, I'm not
Right?
100% sold on no. I'm not because I haven't seen him really fight somebody that high level. You know, yeah, he fought
Right.
Darren Till, but when was Darren Till's last
Yeah, but
fucking fight?
what did Darren Till do before that?
Yeah, you know, he
You know?
hasn't really done shit. Derek Brunson, like I said, was on a tear until he met Jared Cannonier. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
this is just
but you're looking at Jared Cannonier, bro. I mean,
yeah.
you know, if we're gonna pick Cannonier against Brunson, obviously we're all gonna pick Cannonier. I mean,
I
it's
think I
it's
picked
just
Brunson in that fight.
Yeah, so there's several underdogs that I'm eyeing on this card. Derek Brunson is definitely one of them. I don't think you should sleep on Derek Brunson.
Mm-mm.
But
Not at
I'll also
all.
throw in a bet slip for Dricus Duplessis because
You never know.
yeah, you never know, man. You don't know with this fight, but betting wise, I think you have a solid bet, solid case for Brunson, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right on. Oh, we got everybody's favorite fighter on the card too, on the prelims. Coming up next in the 135 division, we have Cody Garbrandt.
Oh fuck.
versus Trevin Jones. All right, Rudy. Drop us some knowledge on this fights or the stats and the fight odds, man.
This is also another fight that's very close odds. They have similar records recently, anyways. Cody Garbrandt's minus 175 favorite. Trevin Jones plus 145 underdog. This is definitely a fight I think I'm going to stay away from, man. Trevin Jones, he's lost 3 times in the past year. You know, he's 3 in a row. This fight is his swan song. If he loses this fight, he's getting cut. I think both of them. Whoever loses this fight is going to get cut. Cody Garbrandt, he's 2 fights in a row, 2 losses in a row, and I don't know, man. People might want to say that Cody Garbrandt doesn't have his chin anymore, but again, that fight against Asuncia, that was brutal, man. That was awesome, but honestly, man, I don't even want to bet on this one, but I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Tapology has Garbrandt winning this shit. I'm gonna say Trevin Jones, dude. Just freak knockout.
Dude, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, look, Cody Garbrandt likes to talk a lot of shit. And 95% of the time, he backs it up. Right? So, but Trevin Jones, dude, I mean, it's Trevin Jones, bro. And for a lot of people not giving Trevin Jones the credit that he deserves and the win that he could possibly have against Cody Garbrandt. And if Trevin Jones can defeat Cody Garbrandt by knockout, dude, early in the first or the second round, that's going to be freaking badass. Everybody's going. I think Trevin Jones' stock is going to get way up there.
Yeah, that's what I put him down as a first round knockout. Just
Nice.
it's just a fantasy pick, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
In all honesty, I mean, if he is gonna win, it's gonna be by decision.
Yeah, for sure. But you never know, man. Trevor Jones can connect, and Cody Garbrandt, like you said, man, his chin is sus. So it's
Yeah, this is a fight that I'm gonna put on a bet slip, but most of them I'll just stay away from this fight altogether because this is just a pick 'em fight, bro.
hell yeah. And you know what, man? For them to main event the prelims, that's pretty good. It's good on Cody and good on Trevin. You know, obviously Cody's been main eventing main fights, main cards. You know, he's fought the who's who of the UFC,
Yep.
but you know, for him to come back, climbing up the ladder again and main eventing the prelims, I think um that's pretty badass. Right on, guys. Main card, the pay-per-view card. We have some bangers on this fight card, man. Especially starting off with Jimmy Pickett versus Bo Nickel.
Jamie Pickett
Oh
versus
yeah,
Bo
Jimmy
Nickel.
Pickett. Yeah, Jimmy Pickett.
No, Jamie Pickett and Bo Nickel.
Jamie Pickett versus Bo Nickel. I mean, bro, to be honest with you, I'm gonna pick Bo Nickel, man, on this fight. This guy's coming in undefeated, but look at what he's done in his grappling career. I mean, he hasn't passed the second round. This guy is legit on the ground. He's good with hands. Man, I'm gonna be going again with Bo Nickel fighting this, winning this fight, man.
Yeah, so Bo Nickel came in at a minus 1,400 favorite, plus
God
850
damn.
underdog for Jamie Pickett. But as we get closer to the event, Bo Nichols came out to minus 2,000 favorite, plus 900 underdog for Jamie Pickett. No one's giving Jamie Pickett a chance in hell.
Hell no.
Even
And
Tapology, he's
that's
at a
some
2%.
fucking odds, all right.
He's lost 2 fights in a row, and you know he doesn't have the greatest ground game, man. Bo Nickel, that
Oh,
dude's
God.
a phenom on the ground. So I think the odds are correct on this one. Bo Nickel is going to win this fight. What round is it going to be? First or second? I don't think
Whatever
we'll
one
reach
he
the third.
wants.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be done in the one and done in the first round.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm riding high on Bo. Just with everything that he's accomplished, this guy is just a fucking beast, man. And to see those odds, it just backs everything up that I say, man. It's just
Yeah,
there's
sometimes
just
the
no
bookies got it right, man, and this is definitely one they got right.
Yeah, exactly, man. The bookies got it right. Topology people got it right. Everybody's got it right. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man. To start off the main card, the pay-per-view, this is a good fight to start off this main card, man. All righty, we got the next fight, Gamrot versus Turner in the 155 division. Rudy, what do we got as far as the fight odds on this, man?
Mateus Gamrot, minus 230 favorite. Jalen Turner is a plus 185 underdog. This is another fight, dude. This is gonna be a good one, dude. This is gonna be potential fight of the night. You know, Jalen Turner, he's been on a streak, man. I don't remember the last time he's lost. Gamrot lost his last fight against Beneil Dariush, which is a unanimous decision. There's no shame in that.
Mm-mm.
No, not at all.
Yeah, dude. 73% got Mateus Gamrot winning this fight on Tapology. I don't know, man. I'm not sleeping on Jalen Turner, man.
Me neither.
You know, he's been killing it lately, and
Yep.
I think he's got what it takes to win this fight, bro. So
I do too.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner.
Yep.
I think he's gonna
All right.
end up getting some weird submission, and
Dude,
finishing this fight.
he's fucking crafty on the feet and crafty on the ground. He's just a slick fighter, man. Very slick, very. It's like you don't even know what the fuck he's gonna do next. Yeah, Rudy. I'm going with you on that, man. I think Jalen Turner's gonna win.
I mean, it's just, you know, what gets me is that Jalen Turner, he's 6'3", 75.5 inch reach advantage. Mateus Gamrot, he's 5'10", 70.5 inch reach advantage. So he's got a 5-inch reach advantage, and 5-inch height advantage. You know, that's a lot of distance he's gonna have to cover. Not saying the Gamrot can't do it, but you know, just he's an awkward guy to fight. You know, the guys that he fights, he gives them a very hard time, and you know, clearly his record shows it. So I think Jalen Turner, it's gonna be it's gonna be a good night for him, man.
Hell yeah, man.
All
Hell
right.
yeah. Jalen Turner is going to take it. The featured fight. Woo! This one's, to me, this one's a no-brainer. We have Jeff Neal versus Shavkat Rachmanov. I mean, come on. Rachmanov is undefeated, hasn't seen past the second round. This guy will finish you on the ground. He'll finish you on the feet. He'll finish you on a thumb war, on a slap
He'll
fight.
cut you
This
open.
guy, yeah, I'm riding high on this guy, man. I think this guy is just gonna roll Jeff Neal. But look, if Jeff Neal can connect, it's lights out for Rachmanov.
Yeah,
Lights
I don't know, man. I
fucking
think
out.
these odds are fucking stupid. Shavkat Rachmanov, yeah, he's undefeated. He's a minus 525 favorite. Jeff Neal's a plus 365 underdog. I mean, you look at the level of guys that these guys have fought. Yeah, you know what? Rachmanov, he took out Magny, bro. He subbed that guy. I didn't think he was gonna do that. Hats off to him for doing that. But as far as hitters, he hasn't really fought any hitters, bro. Alex Oliveira, he's already been on a decline. That was his first fight in, and he beat him by submission choke. Jeff Neal, bro, dude, he fucked up Vicente Luque. He fucked up Santiago Ponzinibbio. I mean, he killed these motherfuckers, bro. He lost a unanimous decision to Neil Magny, a decision to Stephen Thompson. You know, he almost won those fights. He would have been pretty much undefeated, bro. People are sleeping on Jeff Neal. They don't call him Hands of Steel for no reason.
Right?
I think this is going to be Shavkat Rachmanov's toughest test yet, and I don't think he's got what it takes. I don't think he's got what it takes, dude. When he feels this dude's fucking power, it may be too late. You know what I'm saying? I think Jeff Neal puts him away, bro. He's gonna put him to sleep. I'm going for a second round TKO KO stoppage, man.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, man. You know what? The point that you said there is feeling Jeff Neal's power. Once Rachmanov feels that power, what do you think is the next thing that he's going to do? He's going to try to take him down.
Yeah, that's what he did with Alex Oliveira, man, and he was successful, thankfully. Neil Magny, you know, tried to keep it a rangy fight, and this dude couldn't really get in and close that distance. So what did he do? He took him down, and submitted him. It was weird, but I don't know, man. Just Jeff Neal's a different level of power, bro. You saw what he did to Vicente Luque, man.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what he did to Santiago Ponzinibbio. There was a split decision, but dude, this guy's a fucking hitter, bro. It's not gonna be. I don't know, man. I don't like these odds. I'm putting my money on Jeff Neal, man. Hands of steel for a reason, baby. 4-7
Nice.
Come on, man.
Right on. So I got Rachmanov. Rudy has Neal. Who do you have, Mark?
Rachmanov.
Rachmanov. Okay. Right on. Co-main event. UFC flyweight belt is on the line. We have the queen of the flyweights, Valentina Shevchenko,
This one's easy.
versus Alexa Grasso. Look, of course, we all know, and we all are always thinking that Shevchenko is going to win. But I got to go with the Mexican, and I'm picking Alexa Grasso winning this fight. I hope she does, just for the sake of having two champs from Mexico in the UFC, and that would be fucking amazing. Will it happen?
Not
Probably
likely.
not. Would I like it to happen? Hell to the yes.
Yeah, she'll be on a fantasy bet slip, man. But other than that, minus 625 betting favorite for Shevchenko when it opened, plus 450 underdog for Grasso. Right now, it's getting deeper, man. Shevchenko minus 900 favorite, plus 550 underdog for Alexa Grasso. So nobody's giving Grasso a chance in hell. 7% on Tapology, 93% Shevchenko. The champ for a reason, bro. Shevchenko is just different level, man.
Yeah. I know in my brain to say Shevchenko's gonna win, but in my Mexican heart, I gotta go with the Mexican fighter. Just like how I do with most Mexican fighters. Alexa Grasso, I got her winning, man. How? I can't. I don't know.
The only
Probably
way
by
she wins is
unanimous,
by decision, bro.
by unanimous decision, but it's gotta be a hard fought, one-sided, unanimous decision for Alexa Grasso to win. Because there's no way in hell that she's gonna knock her out, and there's no way in hell that she's going to submit her. So that's my take on that. Main event. We got the GOAT, the King, John Jones versus the Serial God. All the cereal is gone when he fights on the main card. We have the return, like we've always been talking about sitting ringside. We've always been talking about John Jones coming back. When is he coming back? Is he coming back? And who is he fighting next? We all pretty much picked Gustafson for John Jones to fight next. We even threw in Cyril Gahn in the mix. I know David picked Cyril Gahn to fight John Jones previous episodes. To me, I feel like this is going to be a one-sided fight. John Jones, I mean, we're in unanimous decision on this. John Jones is going to win. He's going to piece up Cyril Gahn. I don't know about Mark, who he picks. He's probably going to pick Cyril Gahn to win because I know he's not a big fan of John Jones.
You know what? I want Gahn to win, but I know what's going to happen. Jones is going to go in there. He's going to elbow him. He's going to poke him in the eye, and then he's going to elbow the fuck out of his face. So I know Jones is going to win, most likely.
I don't see
Jones to come back.
Why you got to pick? Put the eye poke in there, man.
Because that's what he does in all his fights. He eye pokes. He's a dirty fighter. He eye pokes people.
No, it's not his fault that people run into his, into his fingers
They run
with
into
their
his
eyes.
fingers, bro.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you really defending these eye pokes? They have a
Fuck
rule
yeah.
now, John Jones rule, because of the eye pokes. The
No,
Bones rule.
I've never heard of that rule.
Me neither. There's no such thing.
You know what? It's going to be a draw, and they're going to have to book another title fight.
Nah.
There is no way in hell that this fight's gonna be a draw, bro.
Yeah,
Come
so
on.
this fight, bro, the fight odds, they got John Jones at a minus 175 favorite, plus 145 underdog, so it's very close. John Jones is coming off of almost 4 years, almost 3 years.
Almost.
No, it's been about 3 years since his last fight, Dominic Reyes. So it's been 3 years. It's been a 3-year layoff. Cyril Gahn's last fight was 5 months ago against Tai Tuivasa. I don't know, man. I've never been sold on Cyril Gahn. When he first came in, he was just winning decisions after decisions, and people were questioning it and wondering why they were putting so much stock into this guy. So what do the UFC do? Let's give him a guy we know he could beat, and put away. Which was Derek Lewis, and he took him down and finished him ground and pound. And then they put him up against Ngannou. And Ngannou fucking out-wrestled this guy.
Yep.
So if Ngannou, who is not a wrestler, can do this, what the fuck do you think John Jones is going to do to this guy?
And he was wearing knee guards, bro.
Yeah. And Tai Tuivasa, you got to love that guy. He was just way smaller than Cyril Gahn, and he was giving Cyril Gahn a hard time. And then Cyril Gahn kind of just realized he was the bigger, longer guy and used it. And he looked good, hats off to him. But you're not fighting Tai Tuivasa. You're not fighting any of these other guys like Alexander Volkov, Jairzinho Rosenstruck. You're fighting John Jones. I don't care if it's 3 years he's coming up in weight. This guy has he's just got the experience, bro. He's got this the kind of experience that you just can't learn, man. You can't teach it. And I don't know, man. I didn't like Cyril's body language tonight. He just doesn't. John Jones looks loose, bro. He looks comfortable. He looks excited. He looks like he's ready. It looks like Cyril Gahn just was told, hey, you know what? We got to fight for you. You know, you want it or not. And he was just like, fuck it. I'm going to do it.
Right?
And
He's like, how much? Okay.
yeah, you know, and it's just, I don't know, man. He's not selling me on it, bro. But he's never sold me. I've never. He's a physical specimen. He's fast. He's strong. But as far as his fight IQ, it's not John Jones, bro. It's not John Jones level. I think fight IQ is going to be a huge factor in this. Yeah, man. Return of the GOAT. And I think it's going to be a good night for John Jones. And if all my bets go the way I want, a $5 bet's going to get me $60,515.15. But that's with some heavy, heavy swings for the fences with some of these underdogs, man. So, but I'm confident in some of these underdogs. I really am confident, man.
Nice. So, David has to put his 2 cents into this. He put it in the chat that he says that fuck John Jones and the UFC, and he hopes he gets KO'd, and the class action lawsuit crushes Dana.
Hell no, ain't nothing crushing Dana, bro. Not even Power Slap. Not being not gonna be a pay-per-view anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope. It's going to be live on Rumble.
Yeah, Power Slap's going to be live on Rumble. Apparently, the ratings were so low that they decided to do the Power Slap pay-per-view. And I don't got a problem with it. I'm still going to watch it. I would have watched it on pay-per-view either way. Cause,
it's crazy because it's going to be Power Slap in the evening, but before Power Slap, you're going to have UFC Fight Night.
Yep, it'll be UFC Fight Night and then Power Slap. So
and then Power Slap.
And if you're not watching any of that, every single round, you're not a real fight fan, and you're not a real slap fan.
Hell.
Oh, and the week after next week, we're gonna have Ozzy out. Hopefully he wins the whole thing, man. If he does, we'll be speaking to the Power Slap champion. He's ranked number 2 as of yesterday. Yesterday was Power Slap's final episode. And I don't know if it's gonna be coming back on TBS, but I think they'll maintain the sport and probably keep showing it Fight TV on UFC Fight Pass more than likely. I like it, man. It's fun. It's not for everybody, man. And if you don't like it, there's one thing you can do. You can go fuck yourself. No, you can just change the channel. You don't have to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you change the fucking
channel. If you don't like something, you don't have to support it. You don't have to bash it. Go find something you do like and invest your time fucking supporting that shit or troll somebody else. It's dumb, bro. How many times can you possibly tell somebody you hate something without completely shutting them out and blocking them? Just you hate it that much, just stop following. It's pro simple.
Yep. Awesome. Well, guys, time has caught up to us. We did pass the time a little bit, but that's okay. We didn't have time to do the Outside the Cage news. We'll get on that next week. Hopefully next week, we get our boy, Joe Martinez, on the show. I will confirm with him next week, see if we get him on. If he doesn't, that's okay. I know he's a busy guy. He's been doing a lot of events on Thursday nights for boxing. So, yeah, hopefully we get him. And then the following weekend or the following week, we will have Aziel Rodriguez. Win or lose, we still have him on the show. Then the following week, we will not have a show. That is my wedding anniversary, so I will be celebrating with the wife that whole week. I think I will be out of town.
Actually, we're going to have a show, and special guest, your wife.
You. Oh, man. Right on. Well, if to everybody that's watching and or listening, we really do appreciate your support. Go to fightbookmma.com for all the latest combat sports news from around the fucking world. And there's going to be a lot more content coming to the website.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, if you're not pumped for UFC 285 and the return of John Jones, you're not a real fight fan. This is
Don't
dude,
talk to us.
I'm excited. I'm so excited about this event, bro.
Me too,
I'm
man.
just waiting to hear them announce him in the cage. John Jones.
Bruce Buffer to announce John Jones.
Bro,
Dude.
just to hear his fight, just his walkout entrance, man, to see him then,
Oh,
that's just goosebumps, bro. I'm fucking stoked. I
Dude.
can't wait. I'm excited
Yep.
to see this
Yep.
freaking event. This is probably going to be one of the best UFC events in a really long time, man.
hell
I
yeah,
hope
man.
so. I really
And
hope
what's
so.
cool is to get me pumped up for this event, the wife and I are going to watch Creed and then come home.
That's right. That
Nice.
comes out
And
this weekend.
Yep.
That looks like a good movie.
We're going to
That's
watch
gonna be a
Creed.
good freaking movie.
Yep. We're going to watch Creed, get excited for some fighting after some fake fighting, and come home, fire up the grill, and
You know what that means.
let's fucking go, man. Yes. We are going to be watching UFC 285. Going to be badass. So, yeah, go to fightbookmma.com for all the latest news and for the live results for UFC 285. Tomorrow, I will have the live results for Cage Warriors, PFL, and Octagon. A lot of events happening this week. So, thank you so much, and have a good night. We'll see you next Thursday night. Peace.
See you later, guys.
Shit.